Seeing and photographing Japan has been at the top of my bucket list for quite some time now. However, for reasons I'm not quite sure of, a trip there always felt so unattainable for me. Whether that's because it's on the other side of the world, or simply because I never felt mentally ready to take a trip like that. But this year, the time finally came, and I spent the entire month of May in Japan, and I left with some of the best memories I've made since picking up a camera. Most of my time was spent in Tokyo, but I also stayed in Kyoto for 5 nights and took some day trips throughout the month. And I didn't go alone. I was joined by my good friend Faisal, who I traveled and stayed with for the full month, and we were also joined by our friends Kyler and Lauren for portions of the trip, and I also got to see some other friends who were visiting, as well as meet some new ones who call Tokyo their home. I think if I did this trip solo, the experience would have been completely different and not nearly anywhere as fun. The people I spent time with really made this trip what it was, and I was open to experiences that I would never have had on my own.
Welcome to Kyoto. As you can see, it's
In terms of photography, I'm really happy with some of the photos I created while I was there, and I think the trip came at a perfect time because I felt like my work was slowly starting to hit a point here in New York where everything felt a bit stale, and this trip allowed me to almost feel like a beginner again because everything was so new to me. Before the trip, I knew that a month wouldn't be nearly enough to be satisfied with everything I'd see and do, and in those first few days of roaming around Tokyo, that thought was very quickly confirmed. Japan is beautifully overwhelming. So I don't know when I'll be back, but until then, I'll have all these memories and photos to hold me over.